Hi, in this video I wanted to talk about how do you learn the best by watching, hearing or doing things. When I was at school, we had to fill in this test on how do you feel. We had to answer like 30 questions on what do we do in this situation. And after when we completed the test, we had a score, and that score was going to say us how we learn the best. That's by hearing, watching, or doing things. And a statistic showed in that school, in that particular school that we were, or at least in general, that people that had a visual or hearing, they learn best by that, were usually, worse than people that actually did something, physically or just, practice doing something. And why is that? Does that mean that these people are different, or because what happened in the college is that these people had, they had an option. If you did that well on test, if your result was that you learn best by seeing, then you can see and you don't need to take notes. But if you score on the test that you learn best by doing, then you must write notes, then you must practice, then you must do it. And that's pretty, obvious that if we learn best by doing. There isn't something like you learn best by looking, hear best by hearing. Everyone learns best by doing. For example, you can't learn martial arts by just looking. Of course, if you're going to look enough about how they fight and about martial arts, you may then see and maybe pull off some tricks, some punch, some kick, but it's not that you're going to be good at it, because technically karate or martial arts in general is very hard to do. It takes practice. If you are going to just come to the dojo and look on how they practice and how they perform their training, then you're not going to be as good as they are, because looking and doing is two different things. Same with coding. If you're going to code or just going to learn maths or something, the best way to do it is by doing it, is by going onto the paper and solving the problems. Because you can't learn martial arts, for example, without moving. That's just impossible. Same at school. If you're going to take notes, then that's what's happening. You are going to get distracted and you're not going to get the new information that the person is going to talk, unless you have developed a process that you can, effectively use. But some people might do good if they just hear and, for example, take few notes later on. Because another thing is that whatever is it that you're listening is, you're not going to remember about it the next day. No, not everything. No, maybe that 1 hour of audiobook you were listening, maybe only 5 minutes is going to get in your head. You stay there. But what's good is to brainstorm yourself. For example, if you're going for a 2 hour run or 1 hour run and you're listening audiobooks, each time you do something, even if you're in a car to work and back 1 hour each way, that's 2 hours. Then you're going for a run 1 hour, that's 3 hours. You're not going to remember everything that was on the book. But if you brainstorm yourself, your brain is going to wire its neurological stuff. It's going to get stronger at it, and then you can brainstorm yourself with more information and you're going to get more ideas that you can use. The other thing is that if you visualize yourself doing something and you put in practice, you are going to learn a lot faster. Because when for example, if you're playing a basketball, how do you hold the ball? You probably hold your ball with the whole hand. The ball kind of lays, and this hand is just, you put the hand to aim, and then what you do is that you're bent in and you jump with your hand, like So what that means is that you have to think about it at first when you're doing it. It's not going to be natural when you are going to throw the basketball. So what do you do in your spare time? You practice in your mind, you visualize yourself how you do it. And what happens then is that your brain doesn't know if you're doing it in reality or not. So you can practice it doing that throw and you are going to get better. Same if that's, martial arts kick or whatever that might be. If you are going to visualize it and you are going to put in practice the necessary practice for it to work, you are going to get a lot better with it. So the question is if you learn best by looking, seeing and doing. My answer is that you learn best by everything. You look on how, for example, something is. You look for that martial artist on how he does the technique or someone that throws the ball. You look on how he does it. Then if you can hear about maybe what's the person telling you. And then the last thing, or even the first thing you should do is you should practice. You should combine all of these things together. You shouldn't divide yourself in three parts. That's your eyes, that's your ears, that's your body. But you should combine everything together. When you're going to a martial arts class, you're not going to just watch, you're not going to just listen, you're not going to just practice. You're going to practice with your body. You're going to listen the instructor, what he's saying to you, and how is it that the technique you're doing, for example, that kick you're doing, is going to work, and what's the purpose of that kick. And then, the instructor might show you how that might look, so you watch. And when you're watching, you're saying, aha, that like move, 2 centimeters on the angle. So now I'm going to do that as well. Well, I'm going to practice, and then you practice, and you practice and practice and you practice every time as you get better and better, and eventually you are going to get good at it. But you have to use everything that you got. Sure, of course, there are things that have priority. For example, if you want to learn sport, you have to go physically. Of course, that makes sense. If you want to learn something else or read a book, of course you have to read. But in general, you should, don't try to divide yourself because you are one person and you should use everything that you can to maximize your potential. I hope you liked that video. Hit that like button. If you didn't like the video, hit that dislike button, subscribe and have a nice day. Bye.